Honorable Muya did not remind me of my other eyes. It's exactly 12:37. And honorable members, thank you for the respondent. Please, it is your turn to answer on queries raised by members. And then I'll read the prayers petition, the petitioner's prayers, and therefore, our secretariat, make sure that you are streaming. We have resumed. Thank you. Proceed. Can you hand over the mic, or they have another?
Okay, Chair, allow me to start responding on there was an issue on coverage, that we have new staff who have joined. Are they included? And Chair, yes, at the point of signing the contract, we had 4,137 staff.
Yes.
And the contract is for 4,485. So there was a leeway for us to onboard new staff to this medical cover. So the new staff are covered. So you'll find that we only have 80 employees who will be onboarded on pro rata basis. That is up and above what was contracted. So we had factored in the new staff that will join along the implementation of the cover. Thank you. And then, Chair, on the issues of what we raised as the implementation committee, and as the chair of the implementation committee, I think the honorable member had asked what informed us singling out and say, limiting to whys and looks, why MTRH. Honorable members, from the contract and from the tender document, whatever we requested as per what is in Annex 2 of the contract, the insurance complied and even gave us more than the ones that we had asked for. So at the point of implementation, looking at the implementation...
What were the exact hospitals you had requested?
As per all the list in Annex 2 was Annex 2 is our list.
Okay.
Chair.
Okay.
Annex 2 is our list that we requested.
Okay.
And then we have now we have a list from the Trident that we have provided as an annexed and also in the
can
policy
have
document.
That one?
Yes, it is circulated, Chair.
Kindly let us time.
Chair, there is a document indicated as major health facilities within Uasin Gishu. That is among the documents that we have shared, which has a logo of Trident at the top there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Members,
so that one has a list of hospitals.
Fine, read the list if you may.
So in the list of hospitals given by within, this one I've singled out the ones within Eldoret, but in the tender document that was submitted, it had also other areas within the country. So the first one that they have provided is Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. and they've provided a location, that is Nandi Road, Eldoret, and they've provided the contact details. We also have Real Hospital, we have Eldoret Hospital, we have Cedar Clinic Services, we have Medihill Hospital and Fertility Center, we have Limo House Hospital, we have AAR Healthcare Limited, Dr. Nicholas Masharia Wambugu, Avenue Hospital, and that was outpatient only in Eldoret. We have St. Luke's Orthopedic and Trauma Hospital, Eldoret Dental Center, Eldoret Pediatric Clinic, Aquadent Company Limited, 64 Dental Suits Limited, Bliss Healthcare Eldoret Medical Center, Bliss Healthcare Eldoret Medical Center, I think it's the same, and then Aga Khan Hospital, Eldoret Medical Center, Fountain Hospital, and Top Hill Hospital. So those are the hospitals that were given by the service provider, among others now outside Uasin Gishu County. So when we receive, when staff find any challenge when they access hospital, then the point of reference is our office. So they will come and say, we have not been attended at this hospital. So then we take up the matter, reaching out to the insurance to inquire what happened. And that is why we got to know some of those hospitals that are not servicing our staff.
Did you get written communications from the hospitals?
No, Chair.
No.
Yeah.
Let me read to you a letter from Eldoret Hospital. Because Eldoret Hospital is one of the listed hospitals, right? Eldoret Hospital.
Chair, please. I'm asking that you include a question. He's saying that they tried to reach the insurance provider on why they are not supporting their patients. Did you do it verbally or officially?
Yes, Chair, I think as part of the letters that we wrote, so both verbally and written, yes, we did that.
So we have the two letters.
Yes, we have the two letters. One is forwarding the minutes as per the implementation committee, which listed the challenges, and then a reminder to the insurance. And then there are several emails that we do on a daily basis. When we meet any challenge from an employee who is at hospital, we normally engage the insurance.
Kindly.
And even calls.
Kindly share the emails with our secretariat.
Chair, yes, I have emails, and I will read part of the emails.
Yes. Please continue.
So we have an email from our team at Wellness Department, which is handling actually the insurance. And this email is dated 12th August. That is on Monday at 12:18 p.m. So the email, we cited that we listed the name of the officer who was in hospital, and this was, I don't know, Chair, if I will mention the name of the...
Yes, proceed.
Yeah, so an officer in at Life Care Hospital. That is member number CGU 55644-5. And this is the email. The above patient had a broken hand yesterday. The request for treatment was sent yesterday at 9 p.m. But till now, there is no reply for approval. This is an emergency case. The approval has been taking long, up to 24 hours. Kindly let us know the reason for the delays. So this is from our officer. And having seen that also, I did a follow-up from my end. And you'll see the second email is from myself.
Nathan Koech.
Yes. And I indicated to Brenda and the team at Trident. So we have noted with concern the delay in responding to requests for authorization for staff treatment. Our staff have been camping at the facility for the whole day, and our effort to reach over to you have not been successful. Your failure to respond to our emails, text messages, and calls portrays lack of commitment towards supporting our staff and the obligations. we request that you address these concerns immediately. So this was taking the request a little bit above, what my team had responded. And then at 3:17, the same day, this was a response from their end that addressing to my officer. Is for an officer called Christine Olunga. She said, I'm responsible for the approvals. And then she addressed the matter that this case reached our office yesterday, and we responded immediately. Since yesterday, we have been in communication with the hospital for the procedure to be covered partially by NHIF as well. So I don't take it kindly when I hear the emails have not been responded to, because personally, I've been handling the case. There is no way we will undertake bill in full without NHIF. They must let us know how much the scheme shall also undertake, which they haven't done so we are waiting. So this one, they are addressing us, saying they have reached out to the hospital and finding a way on sorting the issue relating to that patient.
But they cannot attend to a patient unless NHIF has done the same.
Yes, there is
what is the relationship between Traden and NHIF? So that NHIF, Traden is dependent on NHIF to approve on their end so that they can approve.
Yes, normally, Chair, what happens with when we have a patient visiting an hospital, for the insurance to work, because every staff is under NHIF. So there is that, the medical cover comes in after the insurance. The NHIF has covered part of the bill. So normally, what we requested, in fact, in the contract, we say the insurance provided that all the hospitals listed are NHIF accredited. So we expected that even Life Care ought to have been NHIF accredited. So this matter
and in this case, Life Care is not accredited.
Yes, Chair. In the next email, which is there,
I
also addressed the matter because they raised that issue that they have tried to iron out the issue with the hospital, and they are saying that NHIF was supposed to clear part of the payment. So I addressed and acknowledged that email, and then I also inquired, and I can read the email. As you are aware, Life Care is not NHIF accredited. Please ensure that this does not hold back treatment of staff. Also, kindly fast-track onboarding of other major hospitals in Eldoret as per your list of approved hospitals. So that is a follow-up again to that, so that as they wait to sort out the issue.
In the agreement, it indicates very well that NHIF, they must be NHIF accredited. How did they engage, and how did you people allow that Life Care do continue? In your statement, you're saying, make sure that the patients are not?
Yes, Chair. You're
right. Patients are not handled in a manner that they are not treated.
Yes.
And you know very well they are not NHIF accredited. Life Care is not NHIF accredited. Who are they approving now? Because the agreement says until when NHIF approves is when the hospital comes in.
Yes, Chair, for such instance now, it is the insurance to cover all the bill, because if you onboarded a facility that is not NHIF, so they cannot take our staff for granted. So they have to bill now to meet all the obligations.
So they have made all the obligations?
Yes, I think that officer was discharged.
Are you confirming that Life Care was one of the facilities they accredited themselves?
Was Life Care part of the facilities listed?
No, from their list.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
And they added it.
And they are
and
part
in the agreement, in the contract, this well stipulated that it must be an NHIF accredited.
Yes,
facility.
yes, Chair.
So they have breached the contract. Are we right?
Yes, because Life Care ought to have been.
They have breached the contract by including Life Care. Are we right? Because
no,
it's not NHIF accredited.
Chair, in terms of the hospitals that were not listed,
yes.
If a contractor provides additional hospitals that we did not request for, it is a plus on our side. Because
But-
what happens is, it means our staff have a wide access to healthcare.
But a
But they
non-compliant,
should not
a
exclude
non-compliant
what.
hospital like life care.
No, yeah, this was an issue, Chair, in terms of not having an NHI. But having life care, it is not an issue.
My
But
question
not
is,
compliant to NHI
are you
is
getting
where
my
the
question,
issue was.
Nathan? Are you getting my
Sorry,
question?
Chair.
The
I think,
contract did,
Chair.
hold on. The contract itself stipulates that it must be an NHIF accredited. Is life care an NHIF accredited?
But Chair,
We say no. Is that a breach of contract? Yes. Get your mic. Is that a breach of contract?
Chairman,
I'll come back to you, member. Just let me conclude. Is that not a breach of contract?
It is, Chair.
It is. Final. Finally. You had to say something, Waziri, and then I come to Honorable Chepkonga.
No, Chair, yes, I wanted to say what he has already said.
Okay. That's a breach of contract. Honorable
Should I
Chepkonga.
continue, Chair, to finish on the...
Yeah,
Thank
there
you,
was
thank you, Chairman.
interjection by a member, then you proceed.
I wanted to maybe state as follows, Chairman, that when the contractor gives us a list of hospitals to be to cover or to sort the employees, Chairman, if they add one hospital which is not accredited by NHIF does not is not a license to operate. NHIF is not a license to operate. They have their license to operate. Yes. So it is an approved hospital, only that they are yet to be accredited with NHIF. So that, Chairman, if they add us that list, as long as they don't charge us that extra amount, then it is good for the county. That is my submission, Honorable Chair. And I'm asking Honorable Chair
That is an observation, huh?
yeah, and I'm asking Honorable Chair that we do not deal on trivialities.
Okay.
Let us go to the substantive matter of this issue. We are proceeding on well, considering also that we have Trident coming for us. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Amos.
Maybe, Chair, I don't know whether this one will be construed to be trivialities.
Why
or
you?
whatever. But I want to inquire: is it contained in this contract that for a facility to offer for the Triton insurance to offer its services, a facility must be NHIF accredited? Is it in this agreement? Which
Yes,
page
it
I
is.
want to request for the number?
Yes, it is. It's in the contract.
Can you read the clause for the member? Again, you prepare to, I'll give my secretariat to read the petitioner's prayers so that we will respond immediately and as we close down.
Yes.
Read.
Uh,
Proceed, honorable members. Listen to...
Section 26 of the contract, Chair. For inpatient. So the following inpatient benefits shall be offered by the service provider. Admission in an NHIF accredited hospital.
Yes.
Yes. For inpatient, yes.
For inpatient.
Yeah, because the NHIF covers the cost of the bed.
bedding, yeah,
Yeah.
that is it. It is. So it's very clearing. We have response from Eldoret Hospital. We write to them. Then we come back to you. Fire a letter, UG, County Assembly, stroke Ad-Hoc, Volume 1 of 05. A request for information on Trident medical insurance cover. Dear Sir, Madam, we are very humbled to have received this letter from, this is the writings from Eldoret Hospital regarding to the above matter. As a hospital and the management of the hospital, we are always open to doing business with Uasin Gishu County and its partners, as we have been doing for the past 50 years at Eldoret Hospital. We do not have any major issues with Uasin Gishu County and its members from accessing health services at our facilities. We are privileged and honored to have them as our clients, and are always willing, and we are always willing to serve them well. As for Trident Insurance Company, we have been providing healthcare to their clients for many years and have not had any major issues. At present, the only reason we have suspended their account is due to non-payment of medical claims. So you are getting the statement? They are already suspended in Eldoret Hospital due to non-payment of claims, which we are in talks and progressing well. We should be able to resume business within the next 10 working days as a sign of a new medical service agreement with them. We'd like to assure the County Assembly and the Western Gishu County, the Eldoret Hospital Management team of doctors and staff are always available to provide medical services support to its all members at any given time. We thank you for your continued support, faith, and trust to provide quality medical treatment and to your members. This is a letter written on 30th of September. May I ask you a question? To date, do you have clients, our staff going to Eldoret Hospital? As they stipulated 10 days?
Not yet, Chair.
No, not yet. Fine. We have another letter. So you see the behavior. Another letter, Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, written to the clerk of the Assembly, requesting for information on Trident medical clearance cover. Reference is here is made to your communication dated 26 September 2024, seeking for information on the above medical cover for your staff and their beneficiaries, which you wish to respond as outlined below. Why was in Gishu County employees cannot access medical services under medical cover with Trident Insurance Company? Access to medical services by corporate entities in MTRH is covered by formal agreements, service level agreements, SLA, which contain standardized requirements which guide technical teams in provision of service. Kindly note that presently MTRH does not have a valid agreement with Trident Insurance Company, insurer, to facilitate access to medical services by beneficiaries of schemes under the insurer. For your information, there was an agreement between MTRH and Trident in the past. However, it expired on 2nd December 2022, and it was neither renewed nor extended. Are you getting that? Consequently, until MTRH and the insurer formalize an agreement, we are constrained to provide services to your staff under the cover presently have with the insurer. Whether or not MTRH has partnered with Trident Insurance Company, as stated above, the SLA between MTRH and Trident Insurance Company expired in 2nd of December 2022. We were, however, recently approached by the company through their representative, Mr. Diamond Lalji, seeking formalization of access to services at MTRH. We are agreeable to the insurance request and have since shared the hospital's requirements, SLA, for their review and compliance. We are waiting the insurer compliance in order to move to the next and final step. Do you have any patient that has been treated in MTRH to date?
No.
No. So you can Honorable DS.
Thank you, Chairman. From the response that we've gotten from the hospitals and also from the information that we are getting from the department, maybe for clarity purposes, we have the list of the hospitals that Trident provided for our staff. I don't know whether you have done further communication that even as much as we have been added the list of hospitals, can you note that they are not NHIF compliant, so that we all read from the what is the issue of a staff appearing in an hospital that does not have all your requirements that you need, so that it gets a very long time for service to be given? Or it is not the duty of us to give information to our staff that as we continue resolving issues with Trident, the following hospitals are NHIF compliant kulingana na contract. Ndio our staff, when they choose to go to an hospital that it is not NHIF accredited, they know the consequences. Have you communicated the same?
You heard the question?
Yeah, Honorable Member, yes, on the issue of updating staff. In fact, in our welfare office, where staff inquire on anything matter insurance, we have pinned, on the wall, all the facilities that they can walk in and get services under Trident. And we've been sharing on all, through our human resource officers in all the departments, to provide an updated list. If an institution drops, if a facility drops, we normally inform them that you will no longer receive services from this. And if it is added, like the ones that have been coming on board now, one after another, we tell them now this hospital, like Topil, which was the last to join, we now tell them this hospital has joined. You can access services there. That we do. And then in terms of the issue of NHIF, if there is, because what happens is, if Trident onboards an hospital without NHIF, we expect them now to clear all the bills, including the bed costs. So really, we should not have an employee having an issue, which is not, the issue is not on our side. So we normally push the Trident to clear all the bills.
Can we, in case of any legal litigation, is it one of the clauses in the contract that supposedly they are not NHIF or SHIF or SHA compliant? Can we? They have to meet the cost of admission. Is it one of the articles? Is it one of the clauses in the agreement? It is not.
Chair, in our contract, it provides that the contractor, who is the Trident here in this case, should not include some sub-limits, so that if you have anybody admitted, they cannot say, we cannot cover up to that. So the issue of sub-limits covers that. Because if there is an issue that requires clearance for admission, then they should cover everything. So the issue of sub-limits covers that. Because if the facility they are telling us is...
So by that you are admitting that when they approved 110 instead of 210, already they have breached that clause.
Yes, and we push them, Mheshimiwa. You will realize that for that case, they sorted it out. And the officers were discharged. So we have had other instances where, they will push because I think the insurance business is also, they have a pricing with facilities. And sometimes there is an agreement with facility that this is what the insurance will cover up to this limit. So sometimes you'll find that some facilities might go beyond what they agreed. So they sort out their issues at that. But our priority is to ensure that the staff receives the services and has been discharged from the hospital.
That calls for now, let us have the petitioners, because sub-limit is one of the questions of the petitioners. Do you have the prayers? Can I have the prayers?
Chairman.
Honorable Julius.
Thank you, Chair. My question is, this communication and content in the emails between the department and Trident. I want to know if, because I followed keenly, there's a patient in the ward who has been lying there for more than 24 hours in pain, and some officer from the department has communicated, and later on Nathan himself made a follow-up of that email. I am wondering where that communication ended, because you can see that sequence from a junior staff to Nathan, but at the other end, did we end at that Justin or whoever, or did you make a follow-up in the senior management of this company?
Chair, I think for that case, the matters we raised, and we go further to involving our chief officer on the same. And all those, the officers who are in the facilities were discharged. So we normally push until we get our patients discharged from the hospital.
Okay. Thank you.
Before you go to the prayers,
Chief Kong, yes.
on subclause number 12, we have been in this county, and we know that within this period we have lost some of our good employees. From where you sit, did they honor the issue of last expense cover? Have they? Or from where you sit, we have never lost an employee?
Chair, yes.
Have you gotten me through the chair?
Yes.
Have they been compliant with last?
We have, normally it's us forwarding to them to consider payment of the last expense.
Yes.
So from the request that we shared, Chair, there are some that have not been, actually they have not been honored. I think we had around, I'll check, let me check and
Be
then
clear. Don't double speak.
Can-
Have they honored or they have not honored?
They have not honored, Chair.
It's very clear. That is clause number?
12.
Clause number 12. Note it well. I'll go. Please, Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman. And through you, Chairman, allow me to engage Waziri one-on-one.
No, you engage through me, Chair, and through me, Honorable Chepkonga.
It was a kind request, Honorable Chair.
No,
because-
the rules of this house is way that you speak through the
Thank
chair.
you, thank you so much. Waziri, do you are Wazingishu workers covered by a health insurance cover? The 4,000 or about 5,000, are they covered with an insurance cover on their on medical?
Yeah, through Chair, the employees for Wasingishu are covered.
Thank you so much. Is referral hospital one of the hospitals that provide care to Wazingishu staff?
Chair, the reason why we are here is because of those anomalies that came because of the contract that we have with
I just want you to say they are covered or not.
No.
And does Wazingishu have a governor?
Order, Honorable Member. Order.
Question number 2, Honorable
Order,
Chair.
Honorable Member. You are out of order.
Question number 2.
Order, Honorable Member. You are out of order. You might be asked to stop.
Okay, let me
I ask
amend.
that we go to the next step. That is not a relevant question.
Let me amend it this way, Honorable Chair.
No, order, Honorable Member. Unless you write the amendment before this.
Can I
Committee.
can I go to question number 2, Honorable Chair?
Yes.
Thank you. We have an administration running the affairs of Wazingishu County under the Honorable His Excellency Governor, Honorable Jonathan Chelilimbi, and the insurance cover for the employees of Wazingishu does not include Eldoret Hospital, it does not include St. Luke Hospital, it does not include Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, it does not include Real Hospital. And we are talking about 5,000 or close thereabout employees of Wazingishu. And there is a system, there is an administration here in Wazingishu that is supposed to make sure that that sails well according to the constitution, that the employees of Wazingishu be covered by an insurance, medical insurance cover. Now, what about the other 5 million residents of Uasin Gishu? If this is a problem, I'm worried about this Kamngotin dispensary, or Tingwa dispensary, or Solia dispensary. If it is happening to the employees of Uasin Gishu, that they are yet to enjoy services from the major hospitals in Uasin Gishu, then what happens to other facilities that are...
Honorable Member, thank you for the concern for the people. You speak on behalf of all the dispensaries in the county.
Yes.
All of them. Those who are, that's the example.
All of them, Honorable Chair.
Give an example. But Honorable Member, confine yourself to the petition. Kindly confine yourself to the petition. Kindly confine yourself.
I am seated, Honorable Chair, as a worried member of the County Assembly of Uasin Gishu, seeing these anomalies happening in the executive, Honorable Chair, and no one is yet to address that issue, Honorable Chair. Remember, we received this petition on August. The petitioner, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Member, allow us to read the prayers of the petitioners. It will answer. It will not answer, Honorable Chair. Honorable Member, please allow me to read the prayers, so that the prayers, if they are not answered, what you are asking is in the prayers of these petitioners. Allow us to formally read the prayers, so that if they are not answer that one, then we still have opportunity to come.
Are you protecting somebody who is
not? No, I'm not.
Because the
Honorable Member, allow me. The chair's rule that let us read the prayers of the petitioners. Thank you, Honorable Chakonga. Honorable Mayor, I am seeing your hands up. What is it? Oh, you're smiling. Are you okay?
Before you read, one, Waziri, through the chair, as the custodian or the caretaker of all employees, were you involved in person in this tendering process which involves your employee? Question number two, when the tender committee were doing evaluation, did they reach out to the users, that is the employees, to give their comment on the same? Because we usually undergo the same in the county assembly, and many a time when they are in their evaluation, they do ask, so that we do our due diligence to avoid being... Were your employees involved in the process of evaluation? Thank you.
Honorable Wasiri, I think the first one requires yes or no.
Chair, I also have a question to add.
Just allow. I'll give you. Just answer the two first.
First question, Chair, is that during the tendering process, I was away on annual leave.
So you are not involved?
I was not involved. So the second question about involving the members of staff, I think that question was addressed last week by the procurement.
Who was
director.
acting in your capacity while you were on leave? There must be somebody who was covering up on that.
That time the CEC for roads was actually the one.
So the office was alive. Was he involved? To your information, did you brief you or when you came back that he was involved?
No, he never briefed me about it. So maybe he was also not part of it.
He was not maybe. Yeah, it's a yes or not?
It could be no, because he never told me that he
was not part of it. Thank you.
Second question. The second question that honorable members ask about whether employees were involved. So when the procurement directors last week said that the law does not foresee where employees are supposed to be part of the process. Yes, that was the answer that she gave.
CEO, you have something to add on that?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I can say that procurement is an independent process and it has some procedures according to Public Procurement Act. Thank you. Did you get? Do you know there is a window between after
After award, that is 14 days, was there any complaint? That is where the public comes in.
Thank you, Chair. There was that window of 14 days, and we never received any complaint.
Thank you. Honorable member, please, come on.
Thank you, Chair. We had some witnesses in our last sitting, and I would like to ask the department if we have any, according to the clause 10, it says medical scheme shall
Honorable
cover
member,
overseas.
can you clarify the weaknesses? Whose weakness in that sitting?
No, I'm still making my statement.
Yeah, can you make it?
Witness.
Witness.
Witness, yeah.
Okay, pronunciation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
So we have clause 10, the medical scheme shall cover overseas treatment. So I would like to ask the department if they have any records of people who have been facilitated, employees who have been facilitated for overseas treatment. Number 2,
on the same.
No,
I'm adding.
Okay.
On the same, if there's any request from a patient, yeah, to
that
that
has been
effect.
approved.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. We've not had any requests for the overseas treatment yet.
However, Chair, last year we had one employee who requested to go to India for treatment. She has a problem with the spine. But the challenge, it talks about your limit. When your limit is 1 million or 1.5, if you exhaust your limit, now it is upon the employee to cover the difference. So the county had actually given that employee 1.5 million in the first instance. So she was advised to go back after some time. But when she came asking us for support, we find it so difficult because according to the
when
budget.
Did she came to ask for support?
So that she can go back.
When did she come to ask for support?
Last year.
Last year or this year?
No, last year when we were
and the other insurance cover?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
So we actually have, unless employee requests to go to India or whatever country, it is we only rely on request.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your last question? You had a question to conclude?
I had a question, Chair. Thank you. I'm still asking is it the chair of the implementation committee that, for example, us as the Ad-Hoc committee, when the complaint was brought to us, the petition was brought to us, we went to a fact finding and we wrote the several letters to the hospitals. I'm still concerned, and I would like you to answer that question. That you made your findings on the implementation, and you actually stated that there are those hospitals which did not provide services to the employees. How did you arrive at that? I'm still asking, did you write any letter, or did you make any requests on the same, or you just concluded from the ESA from your employees? Thank you.
Thank you. I think you've got the question well. Kindly answer so that we go to prayers.
Chair, thank you for that question. Maybe to just go through, just in summary of what the procurement team did last when we were here, Chair. In the award, the process leading to award of the tender, we had reference documents from some of these facilities. And I remember, Chair, I read some references letters from most of the hospitals that are now not offering services to our staff. And then, Chair, when we signed the contract, when the contract was signed, our assumption was that all the hospitals should be working. And when we signed the contract and realized, that now the staff cannot access. So that was the first indicator that yes, we have a problem. Because our assumption was when we awarded the contract and the contractor had listed the hospitals which we were requesting, yeah, and signed the contract. So everything we assumed was that everything is okay, not even assumed. We were sure that everything is okay for our staff.
Yes.
Until now, when staff visited some of these hospitals and they were not attended to. So that's when now we started engaging the contractor that we are in receipt that such and such hospital is not offering services to our staff. So it became now the point of this dispute that some hospitals are not offering services to our staff. And partly, Chair, some of the, and I'm happy that some of the hospitals have written.
Chair, point of order. From how I've followed, I would like the director, I was not very good in English, but I learned English.
Yes.
Is it some or most of the service? We need to be candid to ourselves.
Yeah.
Is it some or most of the intended facility are not offering, or some? We need
On average.
Yes.
So that you qualify, either it is some or most.
I think the chairman, I can answer that one myself.
That's it.
It is also, it can be both. The quality and also the number. Because, according to Honorable Moya, with the semantics English, whether it is most or some, I think the right word to assist the director is most.
Most.
Thank you.
Let us erase it there. We've got your point there. Allow me to read the prayers. Allow me to read the prayers. We are time bound and we've got all the documentation. This is a letter of the petitioners to address the county medical insurance cover. We, the undersigned Kenya County Government Workers Union, Kenya National Union of Nurses, Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, are all unions representing about 4,500 workers of Uasin Gishu County government, working in different departments as enshrined in Article 4.1 of Labor Relations Act of 2007. We draw the attention of the County Assembly, the above-mentioned insurance company, which won the tender to procure medical services for Uasin Gishu workers, that the Employment Act 2007 34.1 states an employer shall ensure that the provision of sufficient and proper medical care for its employees during illness and medical attentions during critical or serious illness, in addition to SRC circular dated 19th of December 2014, clearly indicates the corrected limits on the medical conditions that employees are suffering from. The main challenges as highlighted by workers are: one, not that one. I want you to be very main challenge. I think you have the letter. Exclusion of major health services providers within Eldoret City. That matter has been, I think we have handled the matter. Eldoret Hospital, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill Hospital, Life Care Hospital, and MTRH, among others. Pre-authorization and communications to the insurance company by the service provider. I think we have handled all those ones. Introduction of sublimits. I think in the policy, they did not. There was no sublimits, but in this they introduced sublimits. Many of the said hospitals are blacklisted Trident insurance company in offering services, and they have seen two saying that they have not engaged back, or they are in process. That we, as the representative of workers, outlined the following efforts made in mitigating the above named gaps. We engage verbal communication in public service management leadership. Start in order. Did you ever met with the employees representatives, the unions?
Yes.
Yes. We have made several written correspondence to the office of the county secretary and His Excellency the Governor on the matter. Are you aware of the communication to the county secretary? We have had one-on-one meetings with county management teams and His Excellency the Governor. We visited the excluded major health services providers and find out that their current status on the same, namely Lourdes Hospital, Life Care, Real, St. Luke Hospital, Top Hill, among other facilities. We have had several phone calls with the management of Trident Insurance Company just on the same matter. that the matter raised is in this petition is not pending before any other court of law. Therefore, your humble petitioners pray that the county assembly, this one is now what this house has been asked to, and they want whether this is where you'll answer your questions from, should relook at the contract and determine as per the clauses that remedy and compare it with the issues raised by the petitioners. Do you feel as the respondents that this contract should be relooked? That is a question, you'll answer that. To compel or institute for specific performance of the contract. There are performance of the contract that have been breached. Do you have a way forward? To call for immediate audit of money paid by the county government and utilized for repayment. This audit, now it falls under these jurisdictions to institute right to other authorities. It is not to you. That will be answered by this house. Compel county government to reimburse the money used by the employees out of their own pockets in meeting medical services. There are those employees that have paid in cash. And in the clause, one of the clauses in the agreement is that the procuring entity, if the service provider does not meet, then the procuring entity will